And now we begin with Nigeria. A group campaigning for the secession of southeast Nigeria, the Indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has accused the army of laying siege to their leader Nnamdi Kanu's home, an accusation the Nigerian armed forces have denied. Rising tensions in Abia state prompted the governor of the state, Okezie Ikpeazu, to impose a curfew. The leader of the Biafra movement, Nnamdi Kanu's home, is located in Abia state in the southeastern part of Nigeria. Members of the Indigenous people of Biafra IPOB group alleged soldiers had surrounded the home of their leader Nnamdi Kanu, shooting sporadically in the air and leaving many caught in the spree dead. Groups in southeast Nigeria have stepped up calls for secession since Kanu was released on bail in April after being detained for nearly 2 years on charges of criminal conspiracy and the threatening of the peace of the country with an illegal group.
Par ailleurs, une vidéo postée
a viral social media video clip showed soldiers ostensibly forcing protesters to swim and drink muddy water at a checkpoint in Abia state. The gun-wielding officers had the activists lie face down in the water bare-chested. At a point, they are seen whipping their victims with canes. The army described the video containing the allegations of abuse as humiliating and promised to ensure that the perpetrators of the act were brought to book. They, however, cautioned against what they described as a planned misinformation and propaganda aimed at discrediting and creating disaffection for the army. A policeman was killed and 32 supporters of the Biafra movement arrested in the wake of violent protests in Rivers State, south of Nigeria.
And joining us now over the phone to weigh in on the latest, this latest clash between the Nigerian army and members of IPOB group is Dr. Chris Nwakobia, a political analyst from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you very much for joining us, Dr. Nwakobia. What really could explain this sudden rise in tension in the southeast of Nigeria?
I think that the present development is in reaction to the directive of the federal government to the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to begin a new operation. It's called Operation Python Dance 2 in the southeast. And the Biafran elements, that's those who are agitating for a state of Biafra, considered it an outright threat to them and to their existence. And so there's been a lot of conflict, crisis, and commotion in that region. As you and I talk, it appears to have gotten over to the south-south, which of course is close to the southeast.
Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the Biafra independence movement, who is currently on temporary release, is expected to resume his trial for treason next month. Isn't this in itself a degradation of the current situation?
Well, the point is that the indigenous people of Biafra, led by Nnamdi Kanu, have been pretty vociferous lately. They have issued a threat that they will enforce the boycott of the forthcoming November 17th or 18th elections in Anambra State. But what is happening today and what is happening presently is the fact that there are rumors that the movement is training its secret service. There are rumors that the movement is getting ready to go violent. There are rumors that the movement is threatening people. And so the federal government decided to send armed forces to the southeast to contain issues ranging from banditry, kidnapping, armed robbery, and the secessionist tendencies. Regarding Nnamdi Kanu, the army and the police have come to say that he's not under house arrest. And then the armed forces have said that they will deal with their operations within the most civilized rule of engagement.
Dr. Nwakobia, are there any chances Nnamdi Kanu may return behind bars?
When it gets to court, it is dependent on how the federal government approaches the case. The federal government may ask for his bail to be revoked because he has breached certain conditionalities attached to that bail. If that is done and the court rules in the favor of the federal government, he will obviously return back to prison, to jail, until the trial is completed. But But I do sincerely think that the major segment of the civil society, and indeed those we call elders in the country across the political zones, are saying that the issue should be treated as one of political agitations, and then dialogue should be employed rather than litigation.
We would assume that the Nigerian Army's current priority or preoccupation as of now is to fight Boko Haram. Do you think the Biafran separatists are taking advantage of this situation?
No, I don't think so. I think that the Nigerian Armed Forces, by reason of training, they can attend to multiple conflicts. I don't think that anybody's undermining the strength of the Nigerian Armed Forces. The truth is that we're where we are because Nigerians are calling for justice, equity, and fairness. And rather than use the force of arms, the time to use the force of peace and dialogue is now.